Hi, it's Rhett with Fishing, Kicking, and Zen blog again. I want to give my thoughts on the catch and release. In particular, I want to talk about with regards to surf fishing. Now, freshwater fishing is a different story because there's only a limited amount of freshwater, fishable freshwater. So it is possible, and it happens for sport fishermen to deplete that fishery. It's actually pretty easy. So we do need to be careful because it's a small amount. Ocean's a little different story. It's huge, right? You guys fishing from the shore and you guys fishing from your sport fishing boats are not depleting the fisheries, all right? Especially if you respect the bag limits, respect the size limits, respect the restrictions on what species you can take, what time of year, know your rules. Follow those rules, you're gonna be okay. The little research turns out the scientists agree with me. There are millions and millions of fish. The targeted fish that you're going for on the shoreline, the ocean is full of them. And as long as you respect the bag limits, there's gonna be plenty. And there's no you're not gonna make any impact with you and your fishing pole. Now I'll say that I catch and eat. I eat what I catch, what I keep, and I release the rest because I don't believe in wasting. And also, I don't always want to eat. I get sick of it sometimes. I don't want to always eat fish. Again, don't waste, okay? But I don't believe I'm saving the world by letting fish go. I'm not saving the fishery by letting fish go. I'm just not stocking my fridge with fish that's going to go bad. It's stupid, dumb. But in terms of sources of protein, going out to the shore and catching a fish and eating that fish is the absolute best source of protein environmentally you can possibly do. It's not going to hurt the fishery one bit, but it will help the ecosystem tremendously. Think about it. If you let that fish go and then you go over to your stupid Whole Foods, and get your, ethically sourced salmon, guess what? You're wasting resources. You had a fish in your hand, you let it go, and then you drove your ass over to whole wallet and wasted a bunch of your hard-earned money, which took resources to get, to spend on that stupid salmon, which spent a whole bunch of resources to get that to Whole Foods, all right? When all you had to do was just take your damn fish home and eat it, all right? So there's no contest there. It's the same with soy or any of these other goofy sources of protein that you think are ethical that really aren't when you look at it. Common sense would tell you, and freaking logic and science would tell you that if you're catching that fish on the shore and you're eating that fish, that is the absolute best thing you can do for the environment. There's, apart from growing your own food, which is almost impossible for most people unless you are a farmer, there's no way that you can use less resources to obtain your food. It just isn't. So this idea that these people with this sanctimonious attitude that, oh, I release my fish and therefore I'm saving the environment or I'm saving the fishery. Sorry, you're not. If you don't like eating fish, let them go. Of course, don't waste. If you're like me and you get sick of eating fish sometimes, or you just don't feel like cleaning it that day, it's fine, let it go. Don't waste. That's fine. Don't lose the stick up your ass. Don't be an asshole about it, all right? This is what I'm getting tired of, is the people who think that they're saving the world and then lecture everybody else, because you're not saving the world. And we're sick and tired of your stupid lectures. You're a fucking idiot, all right? You are. The reason why the fisheries are having a problem is not because of sport fishermen. It's not because of people on boats. It's not because of people on the shore. It's because of trawlers, most of which are coming from our buddies in China. Big friggin' trawlers that destroy everything, including the coral. There's your problem. Nobody's saying a goddamn thing about that. Instead, you got these losers, who, back up China on everything and then want to attack their fellow sport fishermen for keeping fish. And you guys can go fuck yourselves. You're wrong. You're just flat out wrong and stupid, and you're a friggin' tool. So, no, I'm just going to say it out loud. I mean, most of the catch and release people And again, it's different on freshwater because, there's a small amount, and we do need to be careful with that because there's not a lot of fish, and there's a lot of people to fish it, and we do need, the restrictions have to be a lot tighter, and we have to be a lot more careful because you can deplete, entire species of freshwater fish pretty easily if you just get a few people on a small stream. So, because it's a small body of water, there's the difference. Pacific Ocean, biggest body of water on Earth, all right? All the landmass in the world wouldn't fit in the Pacific Ocean, so please, don't be an idiot, all right? You're fishing from shore, or you're fishing on that little boat, is a small drop in the bucket compared to the millions of fish in there, compared to the impact that sharks have, compared to the impact that sea lions have, compared to the impact that dolphins have, okay? That's a healthy ecosystem, okay? The big trawlers from China that take everything in its wake, that's a problem, all right? The illegal shark finners, that's a problem. You are not a problem. You eating fish, that's a good thing. You not eating fish, going to Whole Foods and then lecturing people can go fuck yourselves because you're wrong, okay? And you're assholes, and you're making things worse by being assholes. And this gets to my big problem with most environmentalists. You're making things worse. You're toxic assholes. You're not helping. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. Bottom line, if you want to eat the fish you catch, eat the fish you catch. And if you don't be an asshole. And that's the end of my rant.